Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Maddie and today I'm going to be taking 5 random internet quizzes. You may have seen on a post a while back I asked a question about what type of quizzes I should take and you guys had some excellent suggestions, so today I will be taking them, which you already know because you saw the thumbnail and the title of the video. But anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so first up we have a What Hazbin Hotel character are you quiz from WikiHow. You're running a hotel to rehabilitate demons. What is your first lesson about? Being polite, being honest, showing remorse, or showing empathy? I would have to say being honest, because to truly redeem yourself, you'd have to be honest about why you're there, why you need to redeem yourself, and all that. Are you more of a sinner or a saint? I'm a saint. More of a saint, but I'm a little mischievous. More of a sinner, but I'm trying to be better. I'm bad to the bone. More of a saint, but a little mischievous. I try to follow the rules, but you know, sometimes if a rule doesn't make sense, then why follow it? How would you spend a day in Hazbin Hotel's version of hell? I'd volunteer at the hotel and help out the guest. I'd dance and totally get wild at the club. I'd explore the city, seeing places not featured in the show. I'd find some way to cause chaos regardless of where I am. I would definitely explore the city. That would be really cool to do that. Definitely would not dance at a club. I am way too introverted for that. You're in the battle for Hazbin Hotel pitted against the Exorcist. What is your weapon? Dark magic, biting insults, a sword, classic, or a clever plan? Well, if we're talking me, as I am right now, obviously I don't have dark magic. I actually do have 2 swords. I collect knives and swords. Biting insults could be cool, but I feel like exorcists probably just wouldn't care if you insult them. So, you know what, let's just go dark magic. It sounds cool. Would you consider yourself more of an extrovert, introvert, or ambivert? A blend of both. Extrovert, I am outgoing, love being around people. Introvert, I definitely need some quiet time to recharge after socializing. Ambivert, I can be extroverted and introverted at different times. I'm honestly not sure. I don't think of myself as any of them. Definitely introvert. What is your pet peeve? Being lied to, being underestimated, feeling bored, pessimism. Being lied to. I don't like being lied to. It's annoying. Which of the options best describes your role in the friend group? The mom friend, the funny one, the party animal, or the smart one? Ooh. I've always been kind of a mix of the mom friend and the smart one, but I guess I'll go with the smart one because I'm usually the one saying that certain decisions don't make sense. Describe yourself with one word. You're charming, clever, tough, or compassionate. Clever. Your friend is looking upset about something. How do you try to support them? Give them a big hug and tell them how great they are. Listen to their problems and offer advice. Distract them from their problems with a silly joke. Protect them from anything or anyone that bothers them. Listen to their problems and offer advice. You're at the hotel arguing with a bunch of demons and things are getting heated. What do? I try to talk things out peacefully, no need for trouble. I defend myself no matter what. I'm not afraid of a fight. I devise a clever plan to outsmart them and win. I find a way to distract them and run away. I'd either try to talk things out peacefully or devise a clever plan. In fact, I would probably devise a plan to calm them all down. So, I guess clever plan? You have a whole day to spend with your best friend. What are you doing? We're just having a deep heart-to-heart chat. We're going on the craziest venture we could find. We're working up some cool DIY projects to speed reset my living space. We're not doing anything. Honestly, I'd rather be alone. None of these really describe my best friend and I. Usually we're chilling and just not sure what we're doing. It's just kind of chaos, but not exactly an adventure. But I guess we're going on a crazy adventure. If you count going to the dollar store as a crazy adventure. Do you believe in the power of redemption? Absolutely 100%. Yes, for some people. I'm a little skeptical. Not at all. I think people can redeem themselves, but they just choose not to a lot, because I think people change a lot more than we think they do. I mean, just look at yourself probably from 3rd grade to you now. You've probably changed quite a bit. We all change a lot. I just think we on our nature don't like to change. So I'm a little skeptical, but I do think we can redeem ourselves. I am Husk. That honestly kind of makes sense. My friend always says I'm either Husk or I'm baggy, so I'm okay with that. Okay. Our next quiz is going to be, Would I survive the Backrooms? I actually recently just saw the Backrooms movie with my grandpa. I actually really liked it. I know a lot of people online didn't like it, but I did. And he wasn't sure what to make of it. He said that tonight, or rather that night, when he goes to bed, he's going to be seeing a bunch of walls. So, all right. You've stumbled into the Backrooms, an endless labyrinth of liminal spaces, echoing with fluorescent lights and the chilling threat of unseen entities. No one knows the way out. Do you possess the cunning, resilience, and fortitude to navigate this existential nightmare? Answer honestly and we'll tell you if you have what it takes to survive. How do you typically react to unexpected, unsettling noises? Freeze in place, listening intently. Investigate cautiously. Run away immediately. Seek immediate shelter / hide. Other. Freeze in place, probably listening. Because if I feel like it's nearby, then I'd probably try to hide or run away. But if it's far away, I don't want to make a bunch of noise and alert it to where I am. What is your primary goal upon entering a strange, empty place? Analyze the environment for clues, explore cautiously, find an exit immediately, gather resources, stay hidden and observe. Other. I would probably analyze the environment for clues, to find an exit, and stay hidden and observe while I do it. So kind of a mix of all three, but my first priority would be to know where an exit is. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to take it right away, but I want to know where one is if stuff goes bad. What is your fitness level? Poor, very limited mobility or stamina, below average, struggle with exertion, average, can handle light activity, good, active and fit, excellent, athletic and enduring, other, write your own. I've actually started working out recently, so I think I'm good. I wouldn't say I'm excellent, but I think I'm good. I can nearly lift my body weight, and I'm not excellent at running, but I can run pretty fast. I can sprint pretty fast. So, what item would you prioritize if you could only carry one? A communication device, a light source, a map of the area, a small multi-tool or small weapon, food and water. See, normally in these situations, I would say a weapon, but I feel like in the Backrooms, it's not going to help me because most of these things are entities that probably aren't affected by weapons as we know them. So a map of the area would be incredibly helpful. Survival probability, 55% precarious balance. Your transition is abrupt, the familiar reality replaced by endless, unnerving monotony. The unsettling quiet is punctuated by phantom echoes, prompting you to freeze, your senses on high alert. Your immediate drive is to escape, scanning every sterile wall and illogical corridor for signs of egress. Your good physical condition allows you to cover ground, but the absence of a map leaves your frantic search in a gamble against the labyrinth's deceptive nature. I picked a map. Your keen observational skills honed by your reaction to unsettling noises, strong physical constitution to endure prolonged movement and potential pursuits, lack of a map. Did I not pick a map? Severely limits your ability to navigate and plan, increasing the risk of becoming disoriented. Prioritizing immediate escape without sufficient reconnaissance could lead you to greater danger. Okay. Your ability to remain still and listen is a valuable survival instinct, but the Backrooms are not a place for impulsive exits. You are caught in a delicate balance between awareness and desperation, where a single wrong turn could seal your fate. You know what? I understand that. I feel like I'd have a 50-50 chance if I went in the Backrooms because I do not like being confined in small spaces. I would probably panic. Our next one is going to be Jedi or Sith quiz. Choose a lightsaber color. Yellow, black, green, or white. So yellow means protection, service, and versatility. Black means power, legacy, and leadership. Green means wisdom, harmony, diplomacy, connection to the Force. White means purification and healing. I really like that black lightsaber. I love the idea of having a dark saber because there's only one black lightsaber in Star Wars, isn't there? So I get that it means power, legacy, and leadership. I don't know if I want to do all that, but I've got to go with black. It's just so cool. Choose a force-powered skill to acquire. Force lightning to electrocute my enemies. Force jump to fly across far distances. Force precognition to predict coming dangers. Jedi mind trick to easily influence others. Jedi mind trick all the way. It would be so cool if I could just be like, let's see, what would I want to lie about? You know how Obi-Wan Kenobi goes, these are not the droids you're looking for? I could figure out how to do that, but with something else, subscribe. You find out that a close friend has betrayed you. You try to talk things through, plot my revenge, confront them angrily, ignore them, and move on. try to talk things through, and if they're not willing to admit that they messed up and we can come to, middle ground or something, then ignore them and move on. So try to talk things through. How do you feel about lying? I don't have any problem with lying, to be honest. White lies are fine, especially if they help me get my way. It's never okay. It's often necessary for the greater good. Depends on the lie, I feel like white lies are fine to an extent. Like, if it's not a lie that's hurting anyone or is necessarily misleading one in a way that is truly bad, I feel like it's okay. Do you tend to hold grudges? Yes, I can't let things go. No, I usually let things roll off me. Sometimes, but it depends on what happens. Would you describe yourself as an emotional person? I'm pretty emotional, but I struggle to manage them. Yes, I feel strongly and express my emotions often. No, I'm not emotional at all. I'm a little emotional, but I keep them suppressed. Emotional, but I keep them suppressed. When you see injustice in the world, how do you usually feel? Calm. I know that good will win out in the end. Apathetic. A perfect, peaceful world doesn't exist. Sad. It's terrible that so many bad things happen. Angry. It fuels my passion to build a new world. It's a mix between apathetic and sad because, a perfect, peaceful world doesn't exist. Just look in history. We tend to idolize things that have happened in the past, but I don't think we've ever really had a perfect world. But I'm not exactly happy or indifferent that it is that way. So I guess I have to say apathetic, but that doesn't 100% describe how I view it. Finish the sentence. I would do anything to protect the innocent, punish those who've hurt me, live forever, or uphold justice. Uphold justice, because that kind of protects the innocent in itself. Choose a Star Wars quote. If all are equal, then none is strong. Take what makes you weak and turn it into something that makes you strong. Everything happens for a reason, even if why isn't clear right now. There is no emotion, there is peace. Well, peace is an emotion. If all are equal, then none is strong. Honestly, sounds like that one quote from The Incredibles. The syndrome says if everyone has superpowers, no one does. It's something like that. I guess take what makes you weak and turn into something that makes you strong. Grow as a person. Choose one. Power, wealth, passion, community, peace, or order. Wealth is basically power. I'll say power. I think power and wealth are very much combined with each other, but passion doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic passion. It could be a passion for something you want to learn in and grow. So I guess I'm going to say passion. You're a Sith. Oh, well, I actually didn't expect that, but I'm not opposed to it. Next up, I am going to take what I call a dumb quiz. I'm going to look up, am I chopped? Sometimes I get people on here telling me I'm chopped, so I want to know what the quiz says. What is your favorite feature on your face? My eyes, my nose, my lips, my skin. My eyes. I have green eyes, which are fairly unique, so I like those. Which of your features do other people usually comment on? Your hair, clothing or style, height, my face in general. The only time people comment on my height is to tell me I'm short, which I am short. My face in general, my clothes or my style, or my hair. Probably clothes or style, because I usually either dress 90s grunge or kind of more of a gothy style, so people tend to comment on that. So my clothes or style. When someone meets you for the first time IRL, how do they usually react? They usually seem nervous or intimidated. They're super friendly right away. I have that effect on people. They're super interested in me, like they're studying me, just normally, I guess. Kind of a mix between normally and friendly. I try to engage with people when I meet them, so I guess friendly. How often do you get complimented on your looks? All the time, pretty often, not super often. Pretty often, which sometimes gets a little annoying because I kind of just want to talk to people without hearing about my looks sometimes. So I know they mean it in a really good way and it's really sweet, but sometimes I just want to talk to a person. Do random people you meet in person often flirt with you? All the time, which I hate that too. When you talk to other people, do they tend to make a lot of eye contact with you? Yes. That's mainly because I overdo eye contact way too much. I don't know why I do that, but I overdo it. How is your bone structure? It's strong and sharp. It's okay. I don't think it's very good. I'm not sure. I never thought about it, so I'm not sure. Do you find that strangers you meet are usually pretty nice to you? Absolutely. Most people are super kind and generous. Sure, usually, but not all the time. That would be weird. Not really. We're all just kind of minding our own business, you know? I mean, they're nice, but I don't know about super kind and generous. Just sure, usually. How do your friends usually talk about your crushes or romances? They always complain about who I crush on, but they just don't get it. They always try to set me up with someone as if. They always say how jealous they are. I guess I'm in high demand. I don't really crush on a lot of people, so none of these really fit. I guess complain? I don't know. None of these really fit me. Have you ever caught someone staring at you in public? Yeah, pretty often. I think that's just because of the way I dress, though. Definitely not chopped. Yay! What Hogwarts house am I? That's the next quiz I want to take. And the last one, too. Okay, I'm not going to take the official Pottermore one, because I already did, and I don't think you can retake it. But, if I can find one here. I'll just do a BuzzFeed one. If you're a hardcore Harry Potter fan, you've probably taken a ton. Okay, but they're telling me what's going on. Okay. You've made it to Hogwarts, which means you've already bought a wand from Ollivanders. What material is at its core? Phoenix feather, dragon heartstring, or unicorn hair? I know they each mean something. I can't remember for the life of me which one is what. Not into unicorns. I never liked unicorns. Even when I was a little kid, I did not like unicorns. Phoenixes are really cool, and also dragons. So, it's hard. Probably Phoenix, I want to say. Because it represents, like, new birth and stuff. During the end of your exams, you notice that one of your classmates was using an enchanted quill. You come to the top of the class anyway, but they are second. What do? Tell the professor immediately. Cheating is wrong, no matter what. Nothing, but if I hadn't come to the top of the class, I'd definitely tell the professor. Encourage the other student to admit what they'd done to the professor. Give them a high five for managing to sneak the quill into the exam. Nothing, but if I came in second place to them and they only came in first place because they cheated, I am snitching. Would you be most hurt if a person called you weak, ignorant, unkind, or boring? Depends on what context. If they're calling me ignorant on a certain subject, but they're willing to teach me, then that's fine. Unkind, I am kind of stiff in real life when I talk to people, so I can understand how I could come across that way. None of these really would insult me a lot. I think the advantage of being on the internet a lot and having a channel that's growing is I get a lot of hate comments, so I've kind of just immuned myself to a lot of insults. Boring, I guess? I don't know. You're locked in a duel with a skilled opponent. They fire an unknown spell at you, and you shout, Expelliarmus, Protego, Stupefy, or Crucio. Okay, Expelliarmus is taking the weapon out of their hand, but I feel like if all else failed, they could still sucker punch me. Protego? Protego's a protection spell, isn't it? I don't know, it's been a while since I've read Harry Potter. Stupefy just confuses them, and then Crucio is the pain spell, which is one of the 3 spells you're not supposed to do. I guess how long do each of these spells last? Like, how long are they going to be stupefied, and how long does my Protego last? I guess Stupefy, it's kind of the not so bad version of Crucio. It's your 5th year at Hogwarts, and you've just received a howler from your parents. What for? Sneaking into the Forbidden Forest at night on a dare, getting caught cheating in my divination, OWL, being put in detention after I was caught in the library after hours, nothing, I'd never do anything to warrant a howler. I don't tend to get in trouble a lot, but I feel like if I was at Hogwarts, I would, because I'd want to explore so many things. It would either be the library or the Forbidden Forest. Probably the Forbidden Forest. Which of these Dumbledore quotations speaks to you? Pity the living, and above all, those who live without love. Words are, in my not-so-humble opinion, our most inexhaustible source of magic. It matters not what someone is born, but what they grow to be. It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. Probably the third one, about what someone is born, what they grow to be. Which of these most accurately describes your relationship with your closest friends? I surround myself with people, the more friends the better. I have a very few close friends that I would trust with my life. I tend to be very wary around new people, so I don't make new friends often. I find myself becoming friends with people who can help me succeed. I don't make a lot of friends, but I try to have just a few very close ones. What of your skills are you most proud of? My ability to absorb new information, my ability to make new friends, my ability to get what I want, my ability to keep secrets. Probably my ability to absorb new information. I do learn very quickly. The first Quidditch match of the season is approaching, and you can't wait to get involved. What role are you playing? Seeker, I want the glory. Chaser, I like to be involved and work as part of a team. Beater, I'd like having all that power. I'll be in the crowd making sure supporter morale is high. I am not in any sports in real life, so I'm assuming I'd probably be in the crowd, but if I was in Harry Potter, I'd probably try and be the Seeker or maybe the Beater. I don't know. Probably the Beater. I feel like I could do that. You're allowed a pet in Hogwarts, an owl, a cat, or a toad. I like cats, but an owl in Hogwarts would be so practical because you can use it to send all your letters. It's Saturday, you finished your homework, and you have some free time. You decide to spend some time away from your common room. Where do you go? The Forbidden Forest, the library, the kitchens, the room of requirement. The room of requirement, definitely, because you can pretty much make that whatever you need. What would you see in the Mirror of Erised? Myself surrounded by riches, myself surrounded by loving family and friends, myself knowledgeable above all, myself experiencing a marvelous adventure. Either riches or knowledgeable above all, but if I was knowledgeable above all, I feel like I would have the knowledge to know how to get rich, so knowledgeable above all. Which of these magical events would you most like to experience? The Triwizard Tournament, the Quidditch World Cup, the Yule Ball, Christmas at Hogwarts. Triwizard Tournament. You're having trouble mastering a new spell, and you decide to ask for help. Who do you go to? My professor, of course, my house friend, my smartest friend, the library. I'll figure it out myself. I'd probably first go to the library. I feel like I already would have gone to the library, but then I would go to my house ghost because, they've been around for how long, they'd probably know. Choose a Deathly Hallow. The Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, the Cloak of Invisibility. Elder Wand. What path do you intend to follow after leaving Hogwarts? I joined the ministry. I want to make a difference in the world. I think I'd travel a bit before committing to a career. I'd settle down and start a family as soon as possible. God, no. I'd continue to work hard in order to achieve as much success as possible. Either travel or work hard, but I think I'd end up working hard. And finally, we know the sorting house takes your account into preferences, so which Hogwarts house do you feel you identify with most closely? Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, or Slytherin? Slytherin. When I did the official quiz, I got Slytherin. Oh, okay. 34% Slytherin, 32% Gryffindor, 28% Ravenclaw, and 6% Hufflepuff. Okay, when I took the official one, I got 50% Slytherin, next came Ravenclaw, then Gryffindor, and I had 2% Hufflepuff. I am not Hufflepuff at all. Okay, and those were the 5 quizzes. I enjoyed making this video, and I really hope you enjoyed watching it. Yeah, tell me if you'd like to see one like this in the future, or if you'd like to suggest quizzes for one of these videos in the future. I would love to see it. So yeah, I will see you next time.